Hello, good morning, students. I, Virali Khandar, Assistant Professor of MVM College of Commerce, Management and IT, is going to conduct a session on email etiquettes, an inseparable part of official communication. You might have heard about workplace etiquette, communication etiquette, dining etiquette, social etiquette, and business etiquette. But you might not have heard about email etiquette. So today, I am going to give you some deep insights on email etiquettes. Email means electronic mail. A lot of business communication formally takes place on email. There are many means for informal communication, but whenever there is some official communication, email is the most preferred mode of communication. It is considered as a tool for formal communication. Etiquette is a set of protocols or rules that is followed while drafting email. What is email? Email is a method of exchanging messages between people using electronic devices and is shared between two or more people. It is possible to share messages officially to people and even scanned documents or materials in any form can be attached and shared through email. Email etiquette are a set of principles that one should use while writing or responding to messages. Now, let us look at the typical format of email. You can see the format on the screen. First comes the to field. You need to write the email ID of the receiver in the to field. Next is CC. CC means carbon copy. In CC, you need to write the ID of people concerned for whom email is important and they are supposed to take action based on your email. BCC means blind carbon copy. Here, the IDs of people are attached for whom it is important to know the mail, but they are not required to take any action. Receivers are even not able to see each other's email ID under BCC. The example of CC and BCC is explained in the next slide. Next comes the field of subject line. In subject line, the main idea of the email is to be mentioned. If you are writing a letter for inquiry of sports goods, then subject line should be inquiry of sports goods. Then is the turn of salutation. Salutation is a gesture made as a greeting. You can write as hi, hello, dear, Mr., Miss or Doctor. Then you have to type the main theme of the letter for which you are writing email. So you have to divide the paragraphs into 2 or 3 paragraphs based on your content. Next comes complementary clause. Complementary clause is a word or phrase used to end a letter or message. You can write thank you and end the letter. Next comes the signature block. Here you have to write sender's name, organization name, address, phone number, website, and in some cases digital signature is also to be attached. Next, as I said earlier, comes the example of CC and BCC. I have seen many people getting confused between CC and BCC. So, here I am sharing one example. Now, look at the example. Here, sender is Paul Saint. The main receiver is Mark Kurt. Carbon copy is sent to Bob Fielder and Jim Terrence. Blind carbon copy receivers are Dolly D'Souza and Frank Lee. I hope you all are clear. But when everyone receives the email, they will see the following information. They will see that sender is Paul Saint, main receiver is Mark Kurt, and carbon copy is sent to Bob Fielder and Jim Terrence. Now here, Mark, Bob and Jim will not be able to see that mail is also sent to Dolly and Frank. Secondly, Dolly will not know that even Frank has received the mail, and neither Frank will know that Dolly has received the mail because they both are the BCC recipients. I now hope that the difference between CC and BCC is clear. Next is we have to mind our tone while typing email. The tone is divided into 2 types, formal and informal. First example is formal, thank you for email dated so and so. While in informal, thanks for the email. Second example, would it be possible to have this in half an hour? While informal tone is, I need this in half an hour. Third example, looking forward to your feedback. While informal tone is, I need your feedback. So, we have to keep in mind the formal tone while writing the email. Now, there are certain examples of good opening lines. As said, good start is half the job done. So here I am sharing you some examples of starting effective email. First is hello. I write this with reference to this advertisement. Second, hello. Further to our discussion, I am sending you this email. Third is hello. Thank you for your email dated 8th August. Now, there are examples of concluding line. Ending is as important as the beginning. So you have to make sure that you end the letter properly. First example is I have made change to the report as advised. If you require any further information, contact me. Second is requesting you to look into this and suggest changes. Third is I look forward to your reply. Now, there are certain do's of email etiquette that you need to follow. First is use a professional email ID. Your email ID must be very professional. Second, include a clear and a direct subject line. Subject line should be clear. You should not beat around the bush in subject line. Third, keep your tone professional. Your tone should be very professional and formal while drafting email. Mails should be to the point and brief. You have to be very polite and courteous while drafting an email. Respond to every email in a certain time durations. It should be responded timely. Use correct spelling and grammar. Format of email must be followed. Bold, italics, underline, font size, font color, capital letters should be used with caution. CC should only be to concerned people who require to take action. Email should be read twice before sending in order to avoid mistakes. That is, you have to proofread the email before sending. Every organization has a definite policy of email that should be followed while drafting. Next is don'ts of email etiquette. Don't use uppercase for drafting. It sounds very rude and seems as if you are shouting. Second is don't use humor. Email is for formal communication. Reply to all must be avoided. Subject line should never be vague or unclear, as it indicates the main theme of the letter. Emojis are a strictly no-no for emails. Emojis are only meant for informal communication. Avoid short forms and SMS language. Don't write negative statements. Don't use bright and gaudy colors. They are not meant for formal communication. A one-word response is not meant for official communication. Don't use email as a gossip option. Emails are not meant for gossip. At last, I would like to quote 3 basic principles for good email writing, that are BCC. Be brief, be clear, and be concise. So, I hope now everybody is clear with email etiquettes. And now you will be able to draft successful emails. Thank you for being a good audience. I wish that you gain maximum knowledge from this session of email etiquettes. I wish you a healthy life. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay home, and keep learning.